Have you ever lost something so important it felt like your whole world stopped spinning? Maybe a wallet stuffed with cash, your ID, or that one credit card you swore you'd never max out. Now, imagine this. A young woman, just going about her day, finds a lost wallet on a busy city street. She could have walked away, ignored it, or even pocketed the cash. But she didn't. Instead, she made a choice that changed her life forever. A choice that led to a love story so incredible, it'll leave you believing in fate, kindness, and the magic of human connection. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to find out exactly how one simple act of returning a lost wallet sparked a romance that's still burning bright. This isn't just a story, it's a roller coaster of emotions, and I'm here to guide you through every twist and turn. So, grab your favorite snack, get comfy, and let's dive into this heartwarming tale together, because I promise, you won't want to miss a single second of it. You're probably wondering, who was this woman? What was in that wallet that made it so special? And how on earth did returning it lead to a lifetime of love? I'm going to answer every single one of those questions, but you've got to stay with me until the end to get the full scoop. Let's set the scene. It's a crisp fall afternoon in New York City, the kind of day where the leaves are turning gold and the air smells like coffee and possibility. Our main character, Emily, is a 20-something barista with big dreams and an even bigger heart. She's the kind of person who smiles at strangers, holds the door open a little longer than necessary, and always tips extra when she can. But life hasn't always been kind to Emily. She's been through her fair share of heartbreak, from a rough childhood to a string of failed relationships that left her wondering if true love even exists. Sound familiar? I bet some of you out there know exactly what it's like to keep hoping, even when life keeps knocking you down. That's why you're going to root for Emily. She's one of us, someone who's just trying to find her place in the world. On this particular day, Emily's walking home from her shift at the coffee shop, her apron still smelling like espresso, when she spots something on the sidewalk, a worn leather wallet, lying there like it's waiting for her. Now, here's where things get interesting. Emily could have kept walking. Most people would. But something inside her, maybe that same spark of kindness that makes her light up a room, tells her to pick it up. Inside, she finds a driver's license, a few crumpled 20s, and a mysterious handwritten note that makes her heart skip a beat. Who does this wallet belong to? And why does that note feel like it's speaking directly to her soul? You're probably feeling that itch of curiosity right now, aren't you? I get it. I felt the same way when I first heard this story. That's why I'm so excited to share it with you, because this isn't just about a wallet. It's about destiny, second chances, and the kind of love that makes you believe in miracles. Let's talk about the guy who owns this wallet. Jake, a charming but slightly disorganized photographer who's been chasing his own dreams in the big city. Jake's the kind of person who sees beauty in everything, from the way sunlight hits a skyscraper to the laughter of strangers in a park. But he's also got his own struggles. Bills piling up, a career that's not quite taking off, and a heart that's been bruised by past relationships. Sound like someone you might know? Maybe even a little like you? That's what makes this story so special. It's about real people, just like us, who stumble into something extraordinary. When Emily decides to track Jake down to return his wallet, she has no idea she's about to set off a chain of events that will change both their lives forever. You're probably wondering what happens when they meet. Does she just hand over the wallet and walk away? Or is there an instant spark, the kind you see in movies? I'm not going to spoil it just yet, but I will tell you this. Their first meeting is anything but ordinary. It's messy, it's awkward, and it's so beautifully human that you'll be hooked. I know you're invested now, because who doesn't love a story about two people finding each other against all odds? This is the kind of tale that reminds us why we keep watching, why we keep believing in love, even when the world feels chaotic. You're going to see Emily and Jake navigate misunderstandings, unexpected obstacles, and moments that'll make your heart ache in the best way possible. And that note in the wallet? Oh, it's a game changer. It's the key to unlocking a mystery that ties their pasts together in a way neither of them could have imagined. I can feel your excitement through the screen, and I'm right there with you. This story is trending for a reason. It's got everything. Heart, drama, and a love story that'll make you believe in fate. So, here's my promise to you. Stick with me, and I'll reveal every detail of how Emily's choice led to a connection that's still making waves. You're not just watching a video. You're joining me on a journey, and I'm so glad you're here. But here's the big question. What was written in that note, and how did it turn a simple act of kindness into a love story for the ages? You're going to have to keep watching to find out, because what happens next will leave you speechless. You're still with me, right? Good, because this story is about to get even juicier, and I'm so excited to pull you deeper into Emily and Jake's world. Picture this, Emily standing there on that bustling New York sidewalk, the wallet in her hands feeling heavier than it should, like it's carrying the weight of someone's entire life. The handwritten note inside is what's got her hooked. It's not just a grocery list or a random scribble. It's a heartfelt message, written in hurried ink, that reads, "Don't give up on her, no matter what." Who's her? Why would someone write something so cryptic, so desperate? Emily's mind is racing, and honestly, so is mine just thinking about it. She's the kind of person who feels things deeply, maybe too deeply, and that note hits her right in the chest. It's like a puzzle piece from someone else's life, and she can't help but want to solve it. You know that feeling when you stumble across something so personal it feels like you're trespassing? That's exactly where Emily's at, and it's why she decides she has to find the owner of this wallet, no matter what it takes. But let's rewind a bit and get to know her better, because Emily's not just some random Good Samaritan. She's got her own story, one that's messy and real, just like yours or mine. Growing up in a small town upstate, Emily was always the dreamer, the girl who'd sneak out at night to stare at the stars and imagine a life bigger than her circumstances. Her parents split when she was young, and she bounced between them, never quite feeling like she belonged anywhere. That's probably why she moved to the city, to find herself, to chase that spark of something more. But New York's tough, isn't it? The rent's too high, the days are too long, and the loneliness can creep in even when you're surrounded by millions of people. Emily's been pouring coffee for strangers, saving every penny for a chance to go back to school and study art, her true passion. She's got sketchbooks filled with drawings of cityscapes and faces she sees on the subway, but she's too shy to show them to anyone. Maybe you can relate. Having a dream that feels so close but so far away at the same time. That's what makes Emily so compelling. She's fighting for her place in the world, and this wallet, this note, feels like a sign that something bigger is waiting for her. Now let's shift gears and meet Jake, the guy whose wallet is about to turn Emily's life upside down. Jake's a photographer, but not the kind who's got a fancy studio or a big Instagram following. Not yet, anyway. He's 29, scrappy, and always carrying that beat-up camera that's seen better days. He's the type who notices the little things, like the way a kid's balloon floats against a gray sky or how a street vendor's smile changes when someone actually stops to talk. But Jake's got his own battles. He moved to New York a few years ago, chasing a dream of making it as an artist, but the gigs are sporadic, and the bills are relentless. He's been couch surfing with friends, editing photos late into the night, and wondering if he's got what it takes to make it. That wallet Emily found? It's not just a wallet to him. It's got his last bit of cash, his ID, and that note, which he wrote in a moment of raw vulnerability. Here's where things get interesting. Jake wrote that note to himself about someone from his past, someone he loved and lost. Who was she? Why did he lose her? And why is he telling himself not to give up? You're probably dying to know, and I don't blame you, because that note is the key to everything. But I'm not going to spill it just yet. You've got to keep watching to see how it all unfolds. As Emily starts her mission to find Jake, a subplot begins to emerge, one that adds another layer of mystery. She notices something else in the wallet, a faded photo of a young woman, maybe in her early 20s, with a bright smile and eyes that seem to hold a secret. The photo's edges are worn, like it's been handled 1,000 times. Emily can't shake the feeling that this woman is connected to the note, and her curiosity turns into something deeper, almost an obsession. She starts asking around, showing the photo to co-workers at the coffee shop, even posting about the wallet on a local Facebook group, hoping someone knows the owner. But the deeper she digs, the more questions she uncovers. A co-worker swears she's seen the woman in the photo before, maybe at the coffee shop, maybe somewhere else. Another person replies to her post, claiming the wallet belongs to a guy who used to hang out at a nearby bar, but the details are vague, almost suspicious. Emily's starting to feel like she's stumbled into something bigger than she expected. Like this wallet is a thread in a much larger tapestry. You're feeling that suspense building, aren't you? That's exactly what Emily's feeling too. A mix of excitement and unease, like she's on the verge of uncovering a secret that could change everything. Meanwhile, Jake's on the other side of the city, freaking out because he's realized his wallet's gone. He's retracing his steps, checking every corner of Central Park where he was shooting photos that morning, cursing himself for being so careless. But here's the twist. Jake's not just worried about the money or the ID. That note and that photo? They're tied to a part of his life he's tried to bury, a chapter filled with regret and what-ifs. As he searches, we get a glimpse into his past through a series of fleeting memories. A summer romance, a promise broken, a moment he wishes he could take back. You're probably wondering what went down, and I'm right there with you, because Jake's past is a puzzle that's just as gripping as Emily's present. Their stories are starting to weave together, but they don't know it yet, and that's what makes this so addictive. Will Emily find Jake? Will the note and the photo lead her to answers, or will they pull her into a mystery she's not ready for? And what happens when two people, both a little broken but full of hope, cross paths in a city of millions? The tension's building, and I know you're hooked, because this story's got all the ingredients of a viral YouTube hit. Love, mystery, and a dash of fate. But just when Emily thinks she's getting close to finding Jake, something unexpected happens that turns everything upside down, and you're not going to believe what it is. Alright, you're still here with me, and I'm so pumped because this story's about to take a wild turn that'll have you glued to your screen, wondering how Emily and Jake's paths are going to collide. Emily's been on a mission, clutching that worn leather wallet like it's a treasure map, the cryptic note inside. Don't give up on her, no matter what, burning a hole in her curiosity. She's been scouring the city, asking everyone from her coffee shop coworkers to random strangers on the subway if they know anything about the guy in the driver's license photo, Jake, or the mysterious woman in the faded picture she found tucked in the wallet. Every lead feels like a step closer, but also like she's chasing a ghost. You know that feeling when you're so close to solving a puzzle, but the pieces just won't fit? That's Emily right now, and it's driving her, and us, wild with anticipation. She's posted about the wallet on every local social media group she can find, and the responses are pouring in, some helpful, some downright weird. One guy claims he saw Jake at a dive bar in Brooklyn, but when Emily shows up, the bartender shakes his head, saying no one like that's been around. Another message hints that the woman in the photo might be someone named Lily, a name that keeps popping up in whispers but with no real answers. The deeper Emily digs, the more she feels like this wallet isn't just a lost item. It's a doorway to a story she was meant to find. You're probably on the edge of your seat, wondering if she's going to track Jake down or if this mystery woman, Lily, is going to change everything. Hold on tight, because things are about to get intense. Just when Emily thinks she's hit a dead end, she gets a cryptic message from an anonymous account on one of her posts. Stop looking for him. You don't know what you're getting into. No name, no profile picture, just those chilling words. Her heart races as she stares at her phone, the bustling noise of the city fading around her. Who sent this? Why would someone care if she returns a lost wallet? Suddenly, this feels bigger than a good deed. It's like she's stumbled into a secret someone wants to keep buried. You can feel the tension, right? That moment when a simple act of kindness turns into something that makes your skin prickle with unease. Emily's not one to back down though. She's got that stubborn streak that makes you root for her, like when you're cheering for a friend who's fighting for something they believe in. So she doubles down, deciding to visit the last place Jake was supposedly seen, a small art gallery in the East Village where he might have been shooting photos. Meanwhile, Jake's world is unraveling on the other side of the city. He's torn apart Central Park, retraced every step of his morning, but his wallet's gone, and with it, that note and photo that mean more to him than he can explain. We get a deeper glimpse into his past now, and it's a gut punch. That note, "Don't give up on her," was written in a moment of desperation 2 years ago, after a fight with someone he loved, someone who walked away and left a hole in his heart. Lily, the woman in the photo, was his first love, the one who got away, and that photo is the only piece of her he's held on to. Jake's been carrying it like a talisman, a reminder of a promise he made to himself to never let go of hope, even when life feels like it's slipping through his fingers. You're probably wondering what happened between them, and I'm itching to tell you, but that's a story for later. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Right now, Jake's not just stressed about the wallet. He's starting to feel like losing it was a sign, like the universe is telling him to move on or face his past head-on. And here's where the twist comes in, the one that's going to make your jaw drop. As Emily steps into the art gallery, hoping to find a clue about Jake, she notices a photograph on the wall. A stunning black and white shot of a woman laughing in the rain, her face hauntingly familiar. It's the same woman from the photo in the wallet. The gallery owner, a gruff older man with a thick New York accent, notices Emily staring and casually mentions that the photographer, some guy named Jake, submitted it for an upcoming exhibit but hasn't been back since. Emily's heart skips a beat. This is it, her first real lead. But before she can ask more, the gallery owner's phone rings, and he steps away, leaving Emily alone with the photograph. That's when she notices something chilling. In the corner of the frame, there's a faint reflection in the woman's eyes, and it looks like another person, someone watching from the shadows. Who is it? Is it Jake, capturing the moment, or someone else entirely? The stakes just shot through the roof, because now Emily's not just returning a wallet. She's unraveling a mystery that feels dangerously close to her own life. You're feeling that chill, aren't you? That moment when you realize this story's not just about love, but something deeper, maybe even a little darker. Back to Jake, he's starting to get cryptic messages too. Someone texting him from a blocked number, saying, "You lost more than your wallet. Let it go." He's rattled, wondering if it's a prank or something more sinister. The subplot thickens as we meet a new character, Mia, Jake's best friend and a bartender who's been his rock through tough times. Mia's got her own suspicions about the wallet's disappearance, hinting that Jake's past with Lily might involve more than just a broken heart. She remembers Lily as someone who always seemed to be running from something, someone who left Jake without a real goodbye. Mia's perspective adds another layer of intrigue. Could Lily still be out there, watching from a distance? Or is someone else trying to keep Jake and Emily apart? You're probably buzzing with questions, and I love that you're so invested, because this story's got all the makings of a viral hit. Love, mystery, and a twist that hits like a plot twist in your favorite Netflix series. Emily's standing in that gallery, staring at the photograph, her mind racing with possibilities. Is the woman in the photo still out there? Does Jake still love her? And who's trying to stop Emily from finding him? Just as she's about to take a picture of the photograph for clues, the gallery owner comes back, his face pale, and says something that makes her blood run cold. That photo? It was supposed to be destroyed. Someone didn't want it seen. What's going on here? And how is Emily caught in the middle of it? You're not going to believe what happens next, so keep watching to find out. You've stuck with me this far, and I'm so grateful because we're about to hit the peak of this incredible journey with Emily and Jake, where every question you've been burning to have answered finally comes to light, and trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. Emily's standing in that East Village art gallery, her heart pounding as the gallery owner's words echo in her mind. That photo? It was supposed to be destroyed. Someone didn't want it seen. The photograph of the woman laughing in the rain, Lily, the mysterious figure from Jake's wallet, feels like a key to unlocking everything, but now Emily's wondering if she stepped into something dangerous. The reflection in the woman's eyes, that shadowy figure watching her, sends shivers down her spine, and the anonymous message telling her to stop looking for Jake is starting to feel like a real threat. You're probably feeling that same mix of excitement and dread, right? That moment when you know you're on the verge of something huge, but you're not sure if it's going to be a heartwarming reunion or a total plot twist. Emily, being the stubborn dreamer she is, decides she's not backing down. She snaps a quick photo of the picture on the wall and heads out, determined to find Jake and return his wallet, even if it means facing whatever secrets are tied to that note and photo. Meanwhile, Jake's across town, his phone buzzing with another cryptic message. You can't run from the past forever. He's freaking out, confiding in his friend Mia, who's starting to piece things together. Mia remembers something Lily said years ago, something about a promise she made to someone else, someone who wasn't Jake. It's a clue that's been nagging at her, and she urges Jake to stop hiding from whatever he's been avoiding. You can feel the tension building, like the final act of a blockbuster movie, where every thread of this viral love story is about to come together. Emily's search leads her to a small photography studio in Brooklyn, where a tip from a social media post suggests Jake might be editing photos. She's nervous, clutching the wallet like a lifeline, the note, "Don't give up on her, no matter what," replaying in her head. When she steps inside, she finds Jake hunched over a laptop, his face tired but focused. The moment their eyes meet, it's electric. Not the fairy tale kind, but the messy human kind, where you're not sure whether to laugh or cry. Jake's stunned when Emily holds up his wallet, and for a second, they just stare at each other. Two strangers connected by a single act of kindness. You're probably imagining that spark, that moment when fate feels real, and I'm right there with you, because this is where the story hits its climax. Jake takes the wallet, his hands shaking, and sees the note and photo still inside. He starts to explain, his voice low and raw, and Emily listens, piecing together the puzzle. Lily, the woman in the photo, was Jake's first love, but their story wasn't a simple breakup. 2 years ago, Lily was caught in a dangerous situation, tied to a family secret she couldn't escape. A debt her brother owed to some shady people in the city. The note Jake wrote to himself was a reminder to keep fighting for her, to help her get free, even after she pushed him away to protect him. The photo in the gallery, the one that was supposed to be destroyed, was Jake's way of holding on to her memory. But someone from Lily's past didn't want it out there, afraid it could expose them. The anonymous messages to both Emily and Jake? They were from Lily's brother, who's been trying to keep the past buried while still watching over her. You're probably reeling, because this isn't just a love story anymore. It's a tale of loyalty, sacrifice, and second chances that's hitting all the trending keywords on YouTube right now. Emily, hearing this, feels a mix of awe and empathy, realizing she's not just returning a wallet but stepping into a story that's bigger than she ever imagined. But here's where the resolution starts to unfold, and it's as heartwarming as it is surprising. Jake reveals that Lily reached out to him just days ago, out of the blue, saying she's finally free from her past and wants to reconnect. He was too afraid to respond, haunted by the pain of losing her once before. Emily, with her big heart and unshakable belief in hope, encourages him to take the chance, to not let fear win. It's a moment that feels so human, like the advice you'd give a friend who's scared to open their heart again. They talk for hours, sharing stories of their own struggles. Emily's dreams of art school, Jake's fight to make it as a photographer, and a bond forms, not romantic, but something deeper, like two souls recognizing each other's fight. You're probably feeling that warmth, that sense of connection that makes this story so addictive. The subplots wrap up beautifully. Mia, Jake's friend, helps him track down Lily, and they learn she's been working at a community center, rebuilding her life. The gallery photo stays up, a symbol of Jake's talent and his past, no longer a secret to be hidden. Emily, inspired by the whole experience, starts sharing her sketches online, gaining a small but growing following, her dreams finally taking shape. But just when you think this story's tied up with a neat bow, here's the final twist that'll leave you in awe. As Emily leaves the studio, Jake hands her a small envelope he found tucked in the wallet, something she hadn't noticed before. Inside is a drawing, unmistakably hers, of a cityscape she sketched years ago and lost at a coffee shop where Lily used to work. How did it end up in Jake's wallet? Was Lily the one who kept it, or was it fate's way of bringing Emily into this story? The screen fades to black, leaving you with that jaw-dropping moment and a powerful takeaway. Sometimes, the smallest acts of kindness, like returning a lost wallet, can weave your life into a tapestry of love, redemption, and destiny. You're probably buzzing with emotions right now, and I hope this story leaves you believing in the magic of human connection, because that's what makes this tale a viral sensation. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments what you'd do if you found a wallet that changed your life forever.